The round of 32 at this World Cup keeps on delivering. More late goals, more late drama. It is heartbreaking for Croatia, Carly, but jubilation for Portugal.
Portugal have quietly become exactly what Spain never wanted to face at this World Cup. Think about how differently these two nations have arrived here. Spain marched into the round of 16 looking almost untouchable. They dismantled Austria 3-0, controlled 64% possession, produced 23 shots, put 10 on target, and once again protected their goal with remarkable authority. 4 matches into the tournament, Spain have not conceded a single goal, looking every bit like the most complete team in the competition. Portugal took the opposite path. They were pushed to the limit by Croatia. Ivan Perisic gave Croatia the lead. Cristiano Ronaldo responded with his first ever World Cup knockout goal. Then, in the 94th minute, Gonçalo Ramos rose to head home the winner after Rafael Leão's cross. It was dramatic, chaotic, and anything but comfortable. But that's only part of the story. Because Spain already know exactly what this Portugal team is capable of. In the 2025 UEFA Nations League final, Spain led twice. Portugal responded twice. Ronaldo equalised, Diogo Costa denied Alvaro Morata in the penalty shootout, and Ruben Neves converted the decisive kick as Portugal lifted the trophy at the expense of the reigning European champions. Now they meet again. Spain bring control, Rodri at the base, Pedri setting the rhythm, Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams stretching the pitch, Oyarzabal attacking the box, and Olmo, Cucurella and Porro adding movement around one of the most balanced systems in the tournament. Portugal bring disruption, Leão and Neto attacking spaces, Bruno turning one pass into danger, Vitinha and João Neves escaping pressure, Cancelo and Mendes both flying into wide channels, Ramos arriving fresh, and Cristiano Ronaldo still forcing defenders to protect the penalty area. So what happens when the team that controls everything meets the team that has learned how to destroy control? This is why this round of 16 clash could reveal whether Spain's control is truly unbeatable or just waiting for the right opponent to break it. Spain wanted rhythm, Portugal brought resistance, which is exactly why this round of 16 tie already feels too big for where it's landed in the bracket. Two very different roads got them here. Spain beat Austria 3-0 in LA with the kind of calm that suggests a team hitting full stride. Oyarzabal twice, Porro adding the third, 64% possession, 23 shots, 10 on target, Austria not managing a single shot on goal all night. First World Cup knockout win for Spain since the 2010 final, and they still haven't conceded at this tournament. Portugal's route looked nothing like that. Croatia had them in real trouble, controlled the first half without killing it off, Croatia grew into the game, Perisic scored in the 53rd, and suddenly Portugal were chasing everything. Ronaldo levelled from the spot in the 68th, his first ever World Cup knockout goal, and at 41, the oldest scorer in knockout stage history. Then, deep into stoppage time, Leão crossed, Ramos headed home the winner, and Croatia's late equaliser got chopped off by VAR for offside. 2-1 survived. That contrast tells the whole story. Spain arrived through control, Portugal arrived through survival, and that's exactly why Spain can't treat this like a normal last 16 game. Spain's whole identity is control, but Portugal's whole danger is that they don't need long spells to hurt you. Against Austria, Cucurella and Porro weren't just fullbacks, they were auxiliary attackers. Porro scoring, Cucurella creating down the left, Oyarzabal doing what Oyarzabal does in big games. But Portugal aren't Austria though. Push the fullbacks high, Leão eats the space behind them. Press hard, Bruno finds the early pass before the block resets. Try to trap them in midfield, Vitinha and Bernardo have the composure to play through it. Dominate the ball for long spells, Nuno Mendes recovers on one side and Diogo Costa stays calm behind the line. Stretch the game late, Ramos brings fresh legs in the box, and if it comes down to one decisive moment, Ronaldo's still there. Pressure management and penalty box gravity from someone who's basically seen every version of tournament football there is. Spain already know this too, because Portugal have dragged them into the mud before. The 2025 Nations League final, Spain led, Portugal responded 2-2, Ronaldo scoring the equaliser, Diogo Costa saving Morata's penalty, Neves burying the winning kick, Portugal lifting the trophy 5-3 on spot kicks. That wasn't luck, that was Portugal absorbing pressure, staying alive and winning the mental battle from 12 yards. Exactly the kind of opponent Spain hate. Not a team that dominates them, a team that just refuses to go away. And now it's back. Spain unbeaten, Spain untouched defensively, Spain looking like one of the cleanest sides in the tournament. But Portugal have already proven they can drag Spain somewhere uncomfortable and still find a way to win it. That's what makes this one so dangerous. Spain might be the team in control, Portugal are the team that's learned how to survive long enough to break it.
Portugal are dangerous now for a different reason. They're not just Ronaldo's team anymore. Doesn't mean he's stopped mattering, means they've gotten harder to read. Their tournament hasn't been clean, which is what makes it interesting. Frustrating 1-1 with DR Congo, a ruthless 5-0 over Uzbekistan, a stalemate against Colombia, then survival against Croatia. Composure, subs, timing, all tested at once. Ronaldo still delivered. The Uzbekistan brace made him the first man to score in 6 different World Cups. The Croatia penalty, his first World Cup knockout goal, and the oldest scorer in knockout history. But Croatia also proved Portugal can finish a game without it all running through him. Leão created the winner, Ramos scored it, Neves settled things off the bench. He's still a weapon, just not the whole system. Which changes this matchup completely. Spain want control through rhythm, Rodri the bass, Pedri the tempo, Olmo between the lines, Cucurella and Porro stretching it high, Yamal and Nico Williams isolating wide, Oyarzabal finishing. Against Austria, that looked near perfect. 64% possession, 23 shots, 10 on target, nothing given back. Portugal are built to wreck exactly that. Push the fullbacks high, Leão eats the space behind. Press hard, Bruno finds the early ball before the block resets. Squeeze the midfield, Bernardo and Vitinha escape it. Dominate territory, Nuno Mendes counters with pace. Lose concentration for a second, Ronaldo punishes it. That's the real tension, control versus disruption. Can Spain press high without gifting Leão and Mendes the space behind? Can Portugal defend long spells with Ronaldo's shortened range? Does Martinez start Ramos for energy or Ronaldo for gravity? History sharpens it further. The Iberian rivalry, one of the oldest rivalries in the game. Spain hold the edge, beat Portugal in the 2010 round of 16 en route to the title, again on penalties at Euro 2012. Portugal have scar tissue to hand back. Nuno Gomes knocking them out at Euro 2004. Ronaldo's hat-trick turning 2018 into a 3-3 classic in Sochi. First World Cup knockout meeting since 2010. First major collision since Portugal beat them in the 2025 Nations League final. History leans Spain. Recent pressure leans Portugal. Spain are cleaner. Portugal are more uncomfortable. Spain want rhythm. Portugal can live without it. And in a knockout game, that might be exactly what Spain were dreading.
Spain can prepare for Ronaldo. The problem is, Portugal aren't just Ronaldo anymore. Overload his box. Ramos arrives fresh and attacks the same space differently. Protect the middle. Leão isolates the fullback wide. Push your own fullbacks high. Nuno Mendes counters straight into it. Press the midfield. Vitinha and Bernardo turn out of it anyway. Give Bruno 1 extra second and a regain becomes a chance. Several ways to hurt you, not one superstar. Spain carry the same depth. Yamal wide, Oyarzabal central, Pedri dictating, Rodri anchoring, Cucurella and Porro flying forward. This isn't Ronaldo versus Spain. Two loaded squads, two different routes to the same result. Spain arrive as European champions, Oyarzabal's late winner beating England for a record 4th title, and Austria was near perfect proof it's carried over, 3-0, 64% possession, unbeaten defensively all tournament. Portugal are chasing the one trophy missing from this era and from Ronaldo's career. That's the weight on this game. For Martinez, it's the real test. Managed a crisis against Croatia, now has to manage control against Spain. The winner gets the US or Belgium next. This isn't a round of 16 tie. It's a gate. Spain fear teams that refuse to be controlled. Portugal can do that. Spain fear wide runners against advanced fullbacks. Portugal have 2. Spain fear players who don't panic. Portugal have 5. Spain haven't conceded all tournament. Portugal don't need many chances to make that feel irrelevant.